Welcome to Pro Wrestling with Juice. Today, we are doing our Road to Glory save, and we are going to answer some of your questions. So, without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So, we had some questions during the last few games. Someone had asked me, did I forget to do my role for Tiny? And I don't believe I did. I believe that one was either the tag team specialist or the color commentary down here. Color commentary bumped up to 60. So it was one of those two things. Obviously, this last one gave me comedy match worker. It also gave me plays comedy well. Now, plays comedy well was actually can't play comedy well before that. So that's a pretty interesting turn of events there, I would say. The other thing that came up is, why do I click the roll 3 times? When I go to the roller in Google, and again, I don't have a great answer for this, but when I go into the roller in Google for a random number generator, I just feel like it's a good way to mix it up or to make it more random rather than just hitting it once. I don't know why. It's just, to me, mentally, it does something. Now, I declare it beforehand, but pretty much always I do it 3 times, and the third time I hit it, that is the result. So if you think I'm cheating or whatever, let me know in the comments. I just think this is a good way to do it for me. That's how I like to do it. If you're more comfortable just pushing it once, that's fine. But to me, consistency is key, and I think I'm pretty consistent with doing it that way. Obviously, I'm not getting roles I like. I don't want tag team specialist. I don't want comedy match worker and comedy well. I also did not want color commentary down here. I wanted stuff that's going to bump these skills, these top level skills here. Your primary skills. That's the stuff I want. Let me bump my primary skills, maybe my performance skills. Definitely need to bump my mental skills and fundamental skills. Let me bump those things. That's the stuff that I want to roll for. Unfortunately, I don't get those very often. So I'm not having the best of luck in this save, unfortunately. I did once have a roll that allowed my performance skills to go up. I think I was able to put 10 points into microphone, and it made a huge difference. My guy climbed in overness so fast once my microphone hit like 86, I think it was. So it was amazing. So yeah, those are the things I want to get, and I'm not getting them. So clearly I'm not cheating. But if you think I am, again, feel free to let me know in the comments. So with that, we are on the first of the year. Let's look at the finances as we enter 2022. This will be our 3rd year. We're doing pretty well. Money's good. No complaints there. Size, we're at 17, so we are tiny, which is great. Backstage, doing really well. So again, I'm really happy with how things are. So let's get to Lost in Space and book our show. All right, so we got a pay raise request by Bull Wrecker. He thinks he's worth $250. I'm just going to accept it, We're going to give him that full $95, and hopefully he earns it. So, yeah. Beyond that, I think we're a couple days away still. Yeah, we got 3 days still. A couple emails to go through. Nothing here that, makes me... Nothing here I'm interested in at the moment. So, yeah, all right, let's get to the show. All right, we're at the day of the show. Let's look at some stuff. These are our storylines. We got the Blackfriars Troubled Past still going on. We got the Glory versus the Brand, so Juice and Kurt Glory still feuding. Remy Sky and Bull Wrecker still got their thing going on. And then we got the LA Stars and Rich and Famous. And then the women's title storyline as well. So those are going to be changing. We're going to see how that'll change, but those are about to change. And then over here, with Blackfriar leaving, we are going to make the Underdark inactive. So this is his final show with us. The Chosen is now Bull Wrecker as the leader with Rich and Famous. The Brand is just Juice. the Nightmare Circle. And then For Glory is Kurt Glory, Blue Dragon, Silver, and Smart at this point. And then Extreme Danger is those 6. So, yeah, we've got some things there. Lots of tag teams. Lots of tag teams here. We are the tag team capital of pro wrestling. Tons of tag teams. We still got all of our titles. The Internet title, Charlie Corner. Kurt Glory as the Iron Man champ. Soul Survivor was Remy Sky last year. Joanna Silver is the current women's champion. The world champion is Remy Sky. And then the tag team champions are Rich and Famous. And we've got Jamie Atherton, who is hurt with a concussion. LA Star 1 still has a broken leg for 2 months and 2 weeks. So the LA Stars can not compete yet for the tag team titles. If I look at the show history from last year in December, I'm trying to think if we had a number 1 contenders match here. Night Terrors defeated Purity of Purpose. Rich and Famous defeated the Puerto Rican Boys and Swag to win. They cut a promo. Is there no tag team out there who can give us a challenge? Who knows what that means? Foxy LaRue and Bizarro defeated Slaughter and Kira Lee. Sky defeated Becker to retain the world title. So all those things happened last month. Corner defeated Bob Casey in basically a squash match. So yeah, we have a lot of things in the air coming into our next show of Lost in Space. So we're going to get into it. We're going to see how the show unfolds. I've got some thoughts, but honestly, it's right now an open slate, a blank slate. So let's look at the backstage incident. Charlie Corner, hopefully it went well. Yes, Siri spot on impressions of his colleagues. So that's a good one to have. If we look at who's absent, just Atherton and LA Star. Technically, LA Star is available for angles and stuff, so that's not too bad. Let's see about doing some positive meddling. Let's go with Bizarro and Joanna Silver. Oh, there it is. Let's try and positive meddle. No meddling effect. Okay, cool. So let's book the show, and we'll come back when we are ready for the results. All right, in a pre-show bout that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Kenny, Calloway, Long Simmons, Reckless, Grayson, and the Honeyman defeated the other 5 in 13:33 when Grayson pinned Diaz with a Shades of Grayson. A 34 rating. This match, Reckless did really well with a 41. Chip Martin did really poor with a 17 compared to everybody else. We had some people debut some gimmicks like Kenny Calloway. The Heart of a Champion gimmick is great. Davis Wayne Newton debuted the Triple Threat gimmick, but it was just adequate. So, not bad. 34, I'll take it, especially for a pre-show match. In a pre-show bout that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but terrible wrestling, Blue Dragon defeated Fury in 13:14 by pinfall with a Dragon Driver. 24 rating, Blue Dragon had a 28, Fury had a 15. Both guys were off their game, but Kurt Glory did some good work at ringside. Oh, I must have him as a manager for Blue Dragon. Didn't realize that. We kick off the show with Aldous Blackfriar coming down to the ring and challenging Remy Sky to a world title match because Blackfriar wants to take the world title with him when he leaves. Remy Sky does come out, but before Sky can either accept or decline the challenge, Kurt Glory then interrupts and says, how about you face me instead? And if you win, you can take my title. If you can't win, well, I keep it right here where it belongs in Road to Glory. This got a 63 rating. Everybody did a great job. Blackfriar benefited from having a hot catchphrase. Good way to start the show. The first match of the show, in a decent match, Bull Wrecker defeated Extremely Fearless in a handicap match in 7:10 when Bull Wrecker pinned Extreme Deluxe with a pancake maker. This got a 33 rating. Bull Wrecker had a 48. Deluxe 23. Blue 21. Basically, he just dominated this whole match. I used the dominate note, and he ended up eventually pinning both on a pile together. So Reckless did some good work at ringside, and this match got the crowd hotter. Rich and Famous come out, and they brag and boast about how no tag team can compete with them, and they will be the Road to Glory champions until the day they retire. We then hear from the higher-up officials that Rich and Famous will be defending their titles tonight in a 4-way tag team scramble match. This did get a 73 rating, though. In a decent match, Findlay O'Faraday defeats LA Star number 2 in 10:30 by pinfall with an atomic spinebuster. During the match, we also had Jake Idle distract LA Star number 2. This got a 39 rating. LA Star had a 49. O'Faraday, a 24. And O'Faraday has debuted a Big Bruiser gimmick and has gotten an initial rating of adequate. The way I envision this is LA Star is a tag team wrestler, so working in a singles match did not suit his strengths. Ultimately, in the end, thanks to some interference and things like that, he just couldn't keep up with O'Faraday, who managed to beat him. So yeah, 39 rating. Kurt Glory then comes out and says that he is ready to take on Aldous Blackfriar right now. This got a 60 rating. No specific comments. I'm happy about it. And About the Head, fantastic heat and decent wrestling. Kurt Glory defeated Aldous Blackfriar in 14:28 by pinfall. During the match, we also had Juice try and get up from the announcer's table and distract Kurt Glory. Glory makes defense number 1 of the Iron Man X title. It's got a 40 rating, Glory a 30, Blackfriar 52, and this continued the Glory versus the Brand storyline. However, it did end the Blackfriar's troubled past storyline. Glory was off his game. That's a bummer. All right, so after the match, Kurt Glory is celebrating. He goes out into the crowd. He even blows a kiss to Juice, who is furious outside the ring, throwing his papers and notes from the announce table. This got a 68 rating. So yeah, and Glory improvised well throughout the segment. In a bout that didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling, Lucy Stone McFly defeats Mellow Flashheart, Darkness Cat, and Bizarro in 13:47 when Lucy Stone McFly submitted Mellow Flashheart with a stone hold. 25 rating. Lucy Stone McFly had a 22, Flashheart 6, Darkness Cat 24, and Bizarro 29. Lucy Stone McFly has debuted her New Generation Star gimmick, and it got an initial rating of great. Mellow Flashheart also debuted her America's Sweetheart gimmick, and it also got a really good rating with very good. The cool thing here I want to say is Lucy Stone McFly had a 22 rating with 0 experience. So maybe we run this match back, get rid of Mellow Flashheart, and we get a nicer rating, maybe something closer to 30 instead of 25. Maybe it also isn't known for terrible wrestling then. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm not too disappointed with that. Lucy Stone McFly did well. All right. So Foxy LaRue then, walking backstage, walks by Joanna Silver, who's congratulating Lucy Stone McFly. LaRue then proceeds to tell Lucy that she has no shot here in Road to Glory, and later on tonight to make sure she's watching as Foxy LaRue's team faces Joanna Silver's team, and LaRue is going to show her how it's done. This got a 46 rating. In About the Head, great heat and good wrestling. Rich and Famous managed to defeat the other 3 tag teams in the tag team scramble in 12:49. Rich and Famous make defense number 1 of the Road to Glory World Tag Team titles. It's got a 54 rating, which is excellent. Idol had a 61, Jordan 56. The lowest rating of the match was by Shuffle Bottom and Papa Swole. So not too bad. Good chemistries, good job with a 54 rating. I'm very happy with that. All right. After the match, Swag stays by ringside and grab microphones. Get back in the ring after it clears. and proceed to cut a promo talking about how when they decided to team up, they thought that they would have tag team gold by now. They thought they'd be running the tag team division. And while they have not been able to do so, they haven't quite lost their swag yet. So they're going to keep on working hard, keep on trying their best, and hopefully soon they will get that gold around their waists. It's got a 51 rating. Both guys did a good job. And about they had decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Charlie Corner defeated Decipher in 1330 by pinfall with a corner cutter. Corner makes defense number 7 of the internet title. This got a 28 rating. Corner had a 23. Decipher had a 26. Decipher has debuted his Arch Manipulator gimmick, and it has gotten an initial rating of great. Corner and Decipher do not have any chemistry. They do not click, so that brought the match down. After the match, Charlie Corner gets attacked by Original Sinner. Original Sinner proceeds to pick him up and slam him down with repeated power bombs. This got a 34 rating, and Original Sinner has debuted his Disciple of Evil gimmick. It has gotten an initial rating of very good. So we're obviously moving in to a program with Original Sinner and Charlie Corner. All right, 3 versus 3 match, and About the had a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Silver, Slaughter, and Wells defeat LaRue, Lee, and Siren when Silver pinned Foxy LaRue with a Timber Shiverer. This got a 30 rating. Silver had a 32. LaRue had a 41. And Joanna Silver has a strong connection with the young female demographic who really liked her winning. So not bad, 30 rating. Kind of continues what was going on earlier in the night. All right, we cut to backstage where Remy Sky flags down Kurt Glory, who has his bags and his title, and he seems to be leaving the arena. Remy Sky mentions something that you can barely hear, and then the camera catches up, and Sky says, well, I got an idea for tonight. And Glory says, look, man, you do what you got to do, but I'm leaving for tonight. This got a 63 rating. Glory improvised well throughout the segment, and Sky did very poor when trying to improvise dialogue. Back at ringside in a decent match, Mutants from Hell defeated Phenomenal Fantastics in 8:36 when Mutant pinned Fantastic Brent Piper with a two-handed chokeslam to Hell. This got a 31, Mutant a 34. Brent Piper had the low score of 27. So honestly, everyone did really well. This is pretty even, with the ratings. 31 rating match. I would say this is pretty good. Now, I did give both of the big hosses the dominate note. So they basically threw these guys around for 8 minutes, and it went over well with the crowd. Remy Sky comes out, grabs a microphone, and issues an open challenge to the locker room for the main event tonight. He says, look, I came here tonight expecting to defend my title. When Blackfriar challenged me earlier tonight, I was all game for it. Unfortunately, Glory came out. I let him take that match. So I need an opponent. So if there's anybody back there who thinks that they have what it takes to take my world title off of me, then get out here right now. This got an 81 rating, which is amazing. I think that's the highest rating angle I've had so far. So, wow, 81. And out comes Bradford Peveril from the recently shut down FCW. In a good match, Remy Sky defeated Bradford Peveril in 11:41 by pinfall with a skydiver. Remy Sky makes defense number 5 of the Road to Glory World title. 49 rating. Sky had a 53. Peveril had a 33. Bradford has debuted his Hands of Stone gimmick. It has gotten an initial rating of great. But after the match, as Peveril makes his way back up the aisle, Remy Sky gets attacked by the Chosen and somebody that nobody expected to see, Wicked Lester. They continue to beat Sky down. Wicked Lester just goes crazy, even biting Sky's forehead, causing him to bleed. It's got a 52 rating. Wicked Lester has debuted his Evil Psychopath gimmick. It has gotten an initial rating of great. So yeah, Wicked Lester did underperform though. This got a 57 rating for a show. I'm very happy with that. This was in front of 171 people in the Simmons Center. So this, I believe, is our biggest show yet. Great show. I'm really happy with it. I love the fact that we had an 81 rating segment. That's phenomenal for Sky. It kind of worries me that we're probably going to lose him, but I'm sure he's going to get an offer soon. But yeah, that's great. I love it. So let's go and make our speech. Remy Sky, we will tell you you're awesome. Bull Wrecker will tell you you're awesome. And Bradford, we're going to tell you you are awesome. We will make that speech. And very happy, and pleased. So yeah, let's cut to the first of the month. Check the finances. All right, here we are. It is the first of the month, and TCW has a new tag team called Violent Conduct with Atlas and Chris Flynn. That's actually an interesting combo there. Let's look at SWF since they've signed some of my guys. Did they use anybody? Frankie Perez. Ernest Youngman and Dynamic Duo lost. So, yeah, no, they're not really using any of the people that they stole. Ooh, Malice in Wonderland was last night. Benny Benson defeated Valiant for the world title. Greg Gage defeated Mighty Mo, 93 rating. Wow, that's pretty good. All right, let's look at our finances, see how things are going. If I look at our size, we're still 17, so that's okay. We are getting some popularity in some other places. Medically, Atherton still has 19 days injured. He will not be available for our next show because that's tomorrow night. LA Star 1 is still out for 2 more months. Backstage, everything's looking good. Success of Lost in Space is good. Leadership skills doing well. My popular image means people enjoy working for me. So that's good to hear. Finances, though, like I said, we gained $2,574. We did spend a little more on workers, but that's okay. Merchandise went down $1. Sponsors went up $100. We're not back up to that 9,000 yet, but we did go up a little bit. Ticket sales are down a touch. That's okay. Ultimately, it was a good show. Things seem to be going well. So we do have new owner goals I forgot to mention that we got just this past month. So we cannot go in debt in the next 2 years. I think that's going to be pretty easy to manage. We can't hire or extend any worker with less than 45 charisma. We already had that goal before, so that's, again, not going to be a problem. And we can't hire any wrestler who is classed as having a technician flyer style. I don't know why. I guess Juice has a problem with technical flyers, so that's an issue he has. If I look at titles real quick, the internet title still Charlie Corner. Iron Man X is a 26 for me, so that went up 1, so that's good. Soul Survivor still at 40. Women's title is at 30. The world title's up to 34. This title's becoming fairly prestigious. I mean, for a small, very small independent promotion. You know, we're only on our 5th champion, and we're going into our this will be our 3rd year once we complete it. So it's not like this title gets passed around a lot. So that's pretty interesting that it's going so well. I want to look at our creative real quick. Our franchise players here, we've been building around Remy Sky, but it looks like we should be building around a few other people. Our next big things, Gary the Entertainer and Mutant. I need to get Gary onto some more shows. I don't think I've used him in the last couple shows. Hot prospects are looking pretty good here. We will be moving Original Sinner into a program with Charlie Corner, so that's good. And then Lucy Stone McFly, I think, is going to be a pillar of the women's division until she gets stolen away. So hopefully we can do some cool stuff with her. And then our talkers here are showstoppers, our ring generals, Finlay O'Faraday. I plan on using him some more. The guys who are on a hot streak right now. And the ones who are not. So you can see Air Raid Siren Kira Lee really needs some work to get out of there. Grayson's down here, Xavier Reckless. So we've got some guys pretty low on that totem pole. And then our hidden gems right here. This guy looks interesting. Again, I like Sachet. Joffy Lane's an interesting one. So again, these are some people to keep an eye on. Maybe I'll bring some of them in for like one night deals or something. Maybe I can use them to help get some of these guys feeling a little better about themselves. So yeah, I'm not worried about Bob Casey. I use him just to lose anyway. So if there's a Bob Casey match, he's pretty much losing. So there you guys have it. That was our episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Obviously, we did go and get Lucy Stone McFly thanks to your comments in the previous video. I think she's going to do a good job for us. There was a tag team that I was thinking about bringing in, but I'm going to hold off just because we have so many tag teams right now. But I did appreciate the suggestion, and it is a tag team that I am considering. So if you want to see who I'm talking about, go back to that last video and read the comments. You'll probably stumble across the tag team I am referring to. And how about that? Remy Sky with an 81 rated angle completely blew me away. I did not expect that. And I don't know if I can repeat that if I wanted to. So we'll see. Next show is just a couple days away. Remy Sky obviously got jumped by Bull Wrecker and Wicked Lester and Rich and Famous. So obviously Wicked Lester and the Chosen don't make a lot of sense together, with the Chosen being kind of like your Evolution style group, and then Wicked Lester being just a maniac, going in and biting him and just being very dark and sinister. So what's going on there? We'll just have to wait and find out. But yeah, Remy Sky left in his blood, to close the show. Bradford Peveril debuting just before that was kind of cool. He did okay, 33 rating, I think, for his match with Remy Sky. So yeah, we'll be using him some more. Blackfriar is officially gone. I don't think he's available for the next show. So obviously we had to job him out to Kurt Glory to end his run here. But yeah, I really liked the show. I'm excited to see again where things go. It's a lot of this is very similar to what I've said before. There's a lot of things about this game I'm enjoying. I'm having a blast with it, and it's kind of overshadowed my other game I was going to try and do with the TCW save, which as of right now, that's on hold because I'm just having too much fun with this. I sort of would like to down the road do a real world Road to Glory as well. But yeah, so that's what I have though for this. This is going to be my focus when it comes to TEW saves. And we're going to do some more wrestling content on this channel outside of what TEW is. We'll probably do some opinion videos and things like that. Just talk about things, maybe give who I think are the best wrestlers, and talk about, show reviews. Maybe we'll even do some live streams in the future. So if these are things you want to see, again, let me know in the comments below. If this is your first time here, hit subscribe, give us a like, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.